Welcome to Liberty Quarter Dollar, the home for coin collectors, enthusiasts, and anyone fascinated by the history and value of American coins. Today, we are highlighting the top 8 Washington quarter dollar with the different mint mark coins that may look ordinary at first glance but hold significance for collectors due to its condition, minting, and role in modern U.S. coinage. First up, Washington quarter dollar from 1965 with no mint mark. This coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to its historical significance, unique characteristics, and its role in the transition of American coinage. In this video, we will explore everything you need to know about the 1965 Washington quarter dollar, including its history, design, composition, rarity, and most importantly, its current market value in today's collector's market. The 1965 Washington quarter dollar is notable for being the first year of the 90% silver content replacement with a clad composition, due to the Coinage Act of 1965. Prior to this year, quarters were minted with 90% silver and 10% copper, but in 1965, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel clad, which makes this quarter an important marker in U.S. coinage history. Unlike earlier quarters, the 1965 version does not carry a mint mark, as all coins that year were produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints under emergency measures to produce coins quickly for circulation. As a result, a 1965 quarter without a mint mark is considered a standard release, but can still command interest among collectors depending on its condition. The design of the Washington quarter has remained largely unchanged since it was first introduced in 1932. The obverse features a detailed portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, designed by the famous sculptor John Flanagan. Washington is depicted in profile, facing left, with the word Liberty prominently displayed above his head and the date 1965 at the bottom. The reverse showcases a majestic eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness, with olive branches beneath representing peace. The inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar encircle the design, making it instantly recognizable and historically significant to collectors. When it comes to grading, the condition of your coin plays a major role in its value. A 1965 Washington quarter dollar in good condition, meaning minimal wear but retaining most of its design details, typically holds modest value above its face value. Collectors often grade coins on a scale from good to mint state, and even minor differences in wear, luster, and strike quality can affect the coin's price. For a 1965 quarter with no mint mark in very good to uncirculated condition, the value generally ranges between $100 and $500 for circulated examples. Coins in higher grades or with exceptional eye appeal can reach higher collector interest, sometimes selling for $1,000 to $1,500 or more, depending on the demand in the numismatic market. Beyond its market value, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar represents an important period in U.S. history. It reflects a time when the country transitioned away from silver coinage, signaling changes in both economic conditions and public policy. Many collectors appreciate this coin not only for its aesthetic appeal, but also for its historical significance and the story it tells about mid-20th century America. Collecting quarters from this era can serve as a gateway to understanding broader aspects of U.S. coinage, monetary policy, and the evolution of collectible coins. In conclusion, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar with no mint mark is more than just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of history, artistry, and numismatic value. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your coin journey, Owning this quarter provides a tangible connection to the past and a fascinating insight into the changes that shaped modern American coinage. If you happen to find a 1965 quarter in excellent condition, it's worth checking its grade carefully, as even subtle differences can make a significant impact on its market value today. Remember, coins like these are not just currency, they are a piece of history preserved in your hands. Next up, the 1993 Washington quarter dollar with the P mint mark. This coin represents both a piece of U.S. history and an opportunity for collectors to own a coin that is widely recognized yet still holds value, especially in good or uncirculated condition. In this video, we will explore the history, design, minting details, and the current market value of the 1993 Washington quarter dollar, giving you everything you need to know as a collector or enthusiast. The 1993 Washington quarter dollar continues the legacy of the Washington quarter series, which has been an iconic part of U.S. coinage since its introduction in 1932. By 1993, quarters were struck entirely from a copper-nickel-clad composition, a change that began in 1965 when the U.S. Mint discontinued silver in regular circulation coins. The P mint mark on this coin indicates that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most historic mints in the United States. Unlike some rare mint marks that make coins highly collectible, the 1993 P quarter was widely produced, making it common in circulation, but its value can increase significantly depending on its condition and grade. The design of the 1993 Washington quarter dollar remains faithful to John Flanagan's original work, featuring a distinguished profile of George Washington on the obverse. Washington faces left, with the word Liberty displayed prominently above his head, and the date 1993 located below. The motto, "In God We Trust," appears to the left of Washington's portrait, completing the classic design. On the reverse, an eagle with outstretched wings perches atop a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath, symbolizing strength and peace. The inscriptions "United States of America" and "quarter dollar" encircle the eagle, making the design instantly recognizable and deeply tied to American history and symbolism. When it comes to the value of the 1993 Washington quarter dollar with P mint mark, the condition of the coin is key. For coins in circulated condition, the value usually ranges slightly above face value, approximately $270 to $550, depending on wear. However, coins in uncirculated or mint state condition can fetch higher prices from collectors, typically between $100 and $500. Exceptional examples with sharp details, full luster, and no signs of circulation can attract even more interest, especially for collectors looking to complete high-grade sets. While not considered rare, this coin remains an important addition to any collection due to its modern historical significance. Beyond its market value, the 1993 P Washington quarter dollar represents a tangible piece of U.S. history. It is a coin that many Americans grew up with in circulation, making it both nostalgic and collectible. Owning a 1993 quarter in excellent condition allows collectors to preserve a small piece of the everyday history of American coinage, bridging the gap between the past and the present. For collectors, this coin is a reminder of the enduring design, quality, and craftsmanship of U.S. coins, even in the modern era. In conclusion, the 1993 Washington quarter dollar with P mint mark is more than just pocket change. It is a historical artifact, a collectible item, and a beautiful example of American numismatic art. Whether you are an experienced collector or just starting your coin journey, adding this coin to your collection is both meaningful and rewarding. Always consider the condition of your coins carefully, as even subtle differences in wear or strike can influence the value. This coin offers a connection to history, a chance to appreciate fine design, and the joy of collecting coins that have been a part of American life for generations. Next up, the 1991 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance, but holds significance for collectors due to its condition, minting, and role in modern U.S. coinage. In this video, we will cover the coin's history, design, mint details, grading, and its current market value in today's collector's market, giving you all the information you need to understand and appreciate this piece of numismatic history. The 1991 Washington quarter dollar is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1991, the coin was produced entirely from a copper-nickel clad composition, a change that started in 1965 when silver was removed from regular circulating coins. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the U.S.'s key mints responsible for producing billions of coins over the years. While the 1991 D quarter was widely circulated and is not considered rare, its value can rise significantly depending on its condition and appeal to collectors. The design of the 1991 Washington quarter continues John Flanagan's iconic work. On the obverse, George Washington is depicted in a dignified left-facing profile, with liberty above his head, the date 1991 below, and the motto, "In God We Trust," to the left. The reverse features a striking eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and defense, with olive branches beneath representing peace. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "Quarter Dollar." This classic design has remained popular for decades, making Washington quarters instantly recognizable and deeply rooted in American history. In terms of value, the 1991 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark varies depending on its condition. Circulated coins, showing normal wear, are generally valued at just above face value, around $2.50 to $4.70. However, coins in uncirculated or mint state condition can be much more desirable to collectors, often selling for $7 to $5,800 or slightly higher. Coins with exceptional luster, sharp details, and no circulation marks can attract even more attention from collectors who aim to complete high-grade sets. While this coin is not considered rare, it remains an important collectible due to its quality, design, and place in the ongoing history of U.S. coinage. Beyond its monetary value, the 1991 D Washington quarter dollar represents a tangible connection to modern American history. It is a coin that many people carried in their daily lives, and today it offers collectors the opportunity to preserve a small piece of the nation's numismatic heritage. Collecting coins like this can be both educational and rewarding, giving insight into the design evolution, minting processes, and historical context of American currency. For collectors, owning a 1991 quarter in excellent condition is a way to capture a moment in time and enjoy the artistry and craftsmanship of U.S. coins. In conclusion, the 1991 Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark is much more than everyday change. It is a collectible, a piece of history, and a symbol of enduring design. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin journey, adding this quarter to your collection provides both historical context and potential collector value. Always remember that a coin's condition greatly influences its worth, and even subtle differences in wear or strike can affect its market price. This coin is a reminder of the long-standing legacy of Washington quarters and the stories they carry from generation to generation. Next up, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar with no mint mark. This coin is particularly interesting because it represents a major transition in U.S. coinage, marking the first year the mint switched from 90% silver to a copper-nickel clad composition. In this video, we will explore the history, design, minting details, and current market value of the 1965 Washington quarter, giving collectors all the essential information they need to know. The 1965 Washington quarter dollar is historically significant because it was the first year of the copper-nickel clad composition. Prior to 1965, quarters were minted with 90% silver and 10% copper, but due to rising silver prices and coin shortages, Congress passed the Coinage Act of 1965, eliminating silver from circulating quarters. As a result, the 1965 quarter marked a turning point in U.S. coinage. Interestingly, all 1965 quarters, including those without a mint mark, were produced in massive quantities at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints to meet the country's circulation needs. This means the coin is widely available, but its value can increase significantly depending on its condition. The design of the 1965 Washington quarter dollar remains true to John Flanagan's original 1932 design. The obverse features a detailed portrait of George Washington facing left, with the word Liberty prominently above and the date 1965 below. To the left of the portrait is the motto, "In God We Trust," completing the classic obverse design. On the reverse, an eagle with outstretched wings perches atop a bundle of arrows, symbolizing defense, with olive branches beneath representing peace. The inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar circled the design, creating a timeless and instantly recognizable coin. In terms of value, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar with no mint mark depends largely on its condition. Circulated examples with noticeable wear are generally worth slightly above face value, typically between $250 and $400. However, coins in very fine, extra fine, or uncirculated condition can fetch higher prices from collectors. For a 1965 quarter in good condition, the value usually ranges from $100 to $500, while coins in exceptionally high grades can sell for $1,900 or more. Even though the coin is not rare, collectors often seek high-quality examples because of its historical importance as the first clad quarter, making it an essential addition to any collection. Beyond its market value, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar holds a deeper significance. It represents a major change in U.S. coinage and serves as a reminder of mid-20th century economic conditions. Collectors value this coin not only for its design, but also for the story it tells about the United States' transition away from silver in everyday currency. Owning a 1965 quarter in excellent condition allows collectors to preserve a tangible piece of history. First up, the 1993 Washington quarter dollar is part of the long-running Washington quarter series that began in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. By 1993, the quarter was already well established as one of the most recognizable coins in American circulation. This coin was struck using a copper-nickel clad composition, which consists of a pure copper core sandwiched between two layers of copper-nickel. This composition replaced silver quarters in 1965 and remains in use today for circulating quarters. The D mint mark on the 1993 Washington quarter indicates that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the most important mints in the United States. The mint mark is located on the obverse side of the coin, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. Millions of 1993 D quarters were produced for circulation, which means the coin is common, but its value still depends heavily on its condition, luster, and level of wear. The obverse design of the 1993 Washington quarter features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. Above Washington's head is the word Liberty, while the date 1993 appears at the bottom. The motto, "In God We Trust," is placed to the left of the portrait. This classic design reflects dignity, strength, and American heritage, and it has remained a favorite among collectors for decades. On the reverse side, the coin displays a powerful eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. This imagery symbolizes the strength and readiness of the nation, balanced by peace. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar. This traditional reverse design was used on Washington quarters until the introduction of the state quarters program in 1999, making the 1993 quarter part of the final era of the classic eagle reverse. When it comes to market value today, the 1993 Washington quarter dollar with D mintmark is generally worth face value to slightly above face value in circulated condition. Coins that show normal wear from everyday use typically sell for around $2.50 to $8. However, coins in good to very good condition, with clear details and minimal damage, may attract interest from collectors filling date and mintmark sets. Uncirculated or mint state 1993 D quarters are more desirable. These coins often sell for $9 to $18, depending on their grade, shine, and surface quality. Coins with strong luster, sharp details, and no visible scratches or marks can command higher prices, especially if professionally graded. While this coin is not rare, high-quality examples are still sought after by collectors who focus on modern U.S. coinage. The 1993 D Washington quarter dollar is also popular among collectors because it represents a time before modern design changes, such as the State Quarters and America the Beautiful series. It serves as a reminder of the classic quarter design that circulated for decades and played a major role in everyday American life. Many collectors enjoy preserving these coins as part of a complete Washington quarter collection. In conclusion, the 1993 D Washington quarter dollar may look like ordinary pocket change, but it still holds collectible value, historical significance, and educational importance. Whether you are a beginner collector, a seasoned numismatist, or someone curious about the value of coins you already own, this quarter is worth examining closely. Condition is everything, and even modern coins can become valuable when preserved properly. Next up, the 1972 Washington quarter dollar with the D mintmark, a classic U.S. coin from the early clad era that continues to attract interest from collectors. The 1972 Washington quarter dollar is part of the long-running Washington quarter series that began in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. By 1972, quarters had been produced using a copper-nickel clad composition for several years, following the removal of silver from circulating coins in 1965. This composition consists of a solid copper core bonded between two outer layers of copper-nickel, giving the coin its distinctive appearance and durability for circulation. The D mintmark on the 1972 quarter indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary facilities responsible for producing large quantities of circulating U.S. coinage. The mintmark is located on the obverse of the coin, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. Millions of 1972 D quarters were minted and released into circulation, making this coin common yet still collectible depending on its condition and overall eye appeal. The obverse design of the 1972 Washington quarter dollar features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, created by sculptor John Flanagan. Above the portrait is the word Liberty, while the date 1972 appears at the bottom. The motto, "In God We Trust," is positioned to the left of Washington's profile. This dignified and timeless design has remained one of the most recognizable images in U.S. coinage history. On the reverse side, the coin displays a powerful eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. This design symbolizes the nation's strength, preparedness, and desire for peace. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "Quarter Dollar." This classic eagle reverse was used on Washington quarters until 1998, making the 1972 quarter part of the traditional quarter design era. When it comes to market value today, the 1972 Washington quarter dollar with D mintmark is generally worth face value to slightly above face value in circulated condition. Coins that show typical wear from everyday use usually sell for around $2.50 to $900. However, examples in good to very good condition, with strong details and limited surface damage, can be more desirable to collectors completing date and mint mark collections. Uncirculated and mint state 1972 D quarters are more valuable in the collector market. These coins often sell for $1,000 to $6,000, depending on their grade, luster, and strike quality. Coins with sharp details, original shine, and minimal marks are especially appealing to collectors assembling high-quality Washington quarter sets. Beyond its monetary value, the 1972 D Washington quarter dollar represents an important part of everyday American history. It circulated during a time of social change and economic growth in the United States, and many people remember using these coins in daily transactions. Collecting coins like this allows enthusiasts to preserve a piece of that history while appreciating the craftsmanship of U.S. coinage. In conclusion, the 1972 D Washington quarter dollar with D mint mark may appear to be ordinary change, but it holds collector value, historical importance, and lasting appeal. Whether you are a beginner learning about U.S. coins or an experienced collector building a complete set, this quarter deserves a place in your collection. Always remember that condition is key, and even small differences in wear and preservation can significantly affect a coin's value. Next up, the 1966 Washington quarter dollar with no mint mark, a coin from a very important transitional period in United States coinage history. The 1966 Washington quarter dollar was produced during a time when the U.S. Mint was responding to a nationwide coin shortage. Although the coin was struck in 1966, it does not carry a mint mark. During the years 1965 through 1967, the U.S. Mint intentionally removed mint marks from coins to discourage hoarding and speculation. This means that all 1966 Washington quarters, regardless of where they were produced, were issued without a mint mark, making the no mint mark feature normal for this year. Like the 1965 quarter, the 1966 Washington quarter dollar is made from a copper-nickel clad composition. It has a pure copper core bonded between two layers of copper-nickel, replacing the silver composition used in earlier quarters. This change marked a major shift in American coinage and makes coins from this era especially interesting to collectors who focus on historical transitions in U.S. currency. The obverse of the 1966 Washington quarter features the familiar left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The word Liberty appears above Washington's head, while the date 1966 is positioned at the bottom. The motto, "In God We Trust," is located to the left of the portrait. The design reflects strength, dignity, and the enduring legacy of America's first president. On the reverse side, the coin displays the traditional eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. This powerful image represents national strength balanced by peace. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "Quarter Dollar." This classic eagle reverse was used on Washington quarters for decades and remains a favorite among collectors. When it comes to market value today, the 1966 Washington quarter dollar with no mint mark is generally worth face value to slightly above face value in circulated condition. Coins that show average wear typically sell for around $2.50 to $1,000. However, examples in good to very good condition with clear details and limited surface damage can attract collector interest. Uncirculated and mint state 1966 quarters are more desirable and can sell from $1,000 to $7,000 depending on the coin's grade, luster, and overall eye appeal. Coins with sharp details, strong original shine, and minimal marks are especially valuable. Because mint marks were removed during this period, collectors often focus heavily on condition when evaluating 1966 quarters. Beyond its market price, the 1966 Washington quarter dollar represents a unique moment in U.S. history. It reflects the government's response to economic pressures and changing metal values, and it stands as a reminder of how American coinage evolved during the mid-20th century. Many collectors appreciate this coin not just for its value, but for the historical story it carries. In conclusion, the 1966 Washington quarter dollar with no mint mark may look like ordinary pocket change, but it holds real collector value and historical importance. Whether you are a new collector or a seasoned numismatist, this coin is an essential part of any Washington quarter collection. Always remember that condition plays a major role in determining value, and even modern-era coins can become desirable when well preserved. Next up, the 1998 Washington quarter dollar with the P mint mark, a very important coin because it represents the final year of the classic Washington quarter design before the state quarters program began. The 1998 Washington quarter dollar is part of the original Washington quarter series that began in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. By 1998, the quarter had been produced using a copper-nickel-clad composition for more than 3 decades, following the removal of silver from circulating quarters in 1965. This makes the 1998 quarter one of the last examples of the traditional design that circulated widely across the country. The P mint mark on the 1998 quarter indicates that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most historic minting facilities in the United States. The mint mark is located on the obverse side of the coin, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. Millions of 1998 P quarters were produced for circulation, making the coin common but still meaningful to collectors who focus on completing full Washington quarter sets. The obverse design of the 1998 Washington quarter dollar features the familiar left-facing portrait of George Washington created by sculptor John Flanagan. Above Washington's head is the word Liberty, while the date 1998 appears at the bottom. The motto, "In God We Trust," is placed to the left of the portrait. This design has become one of the most recognizable images in American coinage history. On the reverse side, the coin displays the classic eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. This imagery symbolizes national strength and readiness balanced by peace. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "Quarter Dollar." This reverse design was used until 1998, making this the final Philadelphia minted quarter to feature the traditional eagle before the major design change in 1999. When it comes to market value today, the 1998 Washington quarter dollar with P mint mark is typically worth face value to slightly above face value in circulated condition. Coins showing normal wear usually sell for around $25 to $1. However, coins in good to very good condition, with clean surfaces and strong details, may attract modest collector interest. Uncirculated and mint state 1998 P quarters are more desirable to collectors and often sell for $1 to $5 depending on their grade, luster, and overall appearance. Coins with bright original shine, sharp strikes, and minimal contact marks are especially appealing to collectors who seek high-quality examples from the final year of the classic Washington quarter design. Beyond its monetary value, the 1998 P Washington quarter dollar holds historical significance because it marks the end of an era in U.S. coinage. Collectors value this coin as a symbol of the transition from traditional designs to modern commemorative programs. It represents decades of American history and everyday use, making it a meaningful addition to any coin collection. In conclusion, the 1998 P Washington quarter dollar may appear to be simple pocket change, but it carries collector value, historical importance, and lasting appeal. Whether you are a beginner just starting out or an experienced collector completing a set, this coin deserves attention. As always, condition plays a major role in determining value, and well-preserved examples are the most desirable. Thank you for watching Liberty Quarter Dollar, where every quarter tells a story and every coin has value. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more U.S. coin values, collector tips, and hidden treasures. Keep checking your change, keep collecting, and I'll see you in the next video right here on Liberty Quarter Dollar.